afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast from me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master of Propaganda, Hero of Reich, Defender of the Fatherland. We're all here to an exciting 1 versus 1 on crossing in the woods between the South Forgotten Lieutenant Baumy here fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, the 5th SS Panzerdivision Viking versus in the north we got STC Macos fighting here for the Soviet Union, for the glory of Comrade Stalin. And the 2nd Guards Mechanized Corps, we've got here Mobile Defense, Lightning Wall and Blitzkrieg Doctrine versus Shock Rifle, Shock Army and Guard Motor. We got a sniper start over here from Lieutenant Baum. That is a bit more in the boulder end of the department. That's definitely going to limit how much territory and grab, but of course not entirely sure what's going on there, but can increase the bleed factor versus Macos. Again, I mean, if Macos were to say a rush to Special Life Command and gone for a quick scout car, I mean, that could easily cause problems there for Baumy as well in the early game. We've got double conscripts, double engaged alternate. He's got 3 bulletins for snipers, increased sight and increased cooldown on their rifles. So this is certainly going to be a bit interesting. We've got Grenadiers following up. So now, of course, also going to be put more into sort of grabbing territory, exposing himself because, again, Baumy's got very little to actually take territory with in the early game. Macos here splitting up with his engineers and conscripts, grabbing a lot of territory. Second new squad there arriving. And we'll either set up the support company or the Special Rifle Command most likely here, or is he actually planning on taking the point there, then going back? What is Macos here thinking? There goes Special Rifle Command up. So now moving up, there goes shooting at the engineers. Sergate tumbles over. His brains leaving his body. Sandbags down there, good positioning, noting the way he set it up. He can use the cover and take the point and hold it, but his opponent cannot do it at the same time. Plus he can also help deal with the building here quite nicely. So overall, nice sandbag positioning. Not quite the same here. He should have placed it right there if he wanted to achieve that. In this case, he actually allows his opponent to be able to use the sandbags next to hold the pot. We got more sandbags here this time again. Better position, good sandbag position there by Macos. Grabbing points there, engineers grabbing points there. And we got a scout car on the way here, probably in response in part, I think, to the sniper. Going to try and use it to hunt him down and deal with him. And, I mean, in that sense, he's going to have to, of course, keep Grenadiers sort of screening the sniper. Otherwise, Baumy could end up with a trouble there, and the scout could just rushes and murders it right away. So, a bit more spread out approach here from Macos. Spreading ahead here, his big Soviet tendrils across the map. Snipers going to moving ahead, keeping close to each other. Second gun squad activating towards the east. And we got the M31 there arriving for Macos for the 2nd Guards Mechanized Corps. Rolling down the rope there, engineers could pop in with a flamethrower, just sticking in with the rifles. He doesn't quite have the munitions for a flamethrower right where we got MG42 following up here for Baumy. Engineers continue to take sniper losses there. Dimitri died. And Conscripts here versus Grenadiers. Conscripts up close, but it keeps moving about there, which does increase the much damage they can actually do. But still up close, and then we go, in fact, some of them flanking the Grenadiers. The Conscripts should possibly have the advantage, but no. The Civil Laws there inflicting, there goes Scout coming in. Right into the Panzerfaust's range of the Grenadiers. No, he doesn't do it, does it too late there. That's right, there Scout does take a nasty hit, but as it's large for that range, so it can be quickly repaired and fixed up. We'll just get out of there. Without having to fear any more Panzerfaust. Sniper pulling a bit back here. Worried that Macos might of course be throwing in something else after him. And we got a sniper there on the way from Macos, a sniper of his own, constantly down the eastern side. Grenadiers spreading a bit further out, leaving the eastern Grenadier squad rather vulnerable and easy to deal with if he's not careful. MG42 covering up the centre, and snipers really hanging back here. Baumy seems not quite content on using him for the time being, and he's just basically putting him in storage, if you will, and trying to ensure he doesn't need to do anything silly and get himself murdered. Conscripts quickly brush off the Grenadiers there from these ammunitions. Not really much they could have done there. Not without support, which was nowhere near to be found. And there we go, flamethrowers in the scout car. Ever nasty combo there. Scout car with its 50 caliber, and of course flamethrower engineers. Not seen so much lately, but obviously as we can see, some players still utilise it, as it is still effective. There you go, Panzerfaust Grenadiers, they're taking losses, need to repair the scout car again. We do have to take up there for Baumy, but yet to utilise it. And an MG42 hitting the Conscript again, with the Conscript in heavy cover there versus the MG42, and that's been able to respond there. The Conscript have a good chance, in particular Macos was actually to upgrade for a Molotov and then pop it through the window, but he is not. And if the sniper then gets in it to support, the Germans should be able to win this engagement. There you go, finally suppressed as well. Scout car being set up again. Could rush the MG42 direction, even going after the sniper there if Baumy is not careful. 10 mines here, probably trying to offset any sort of rush after the sniper with the scout car. Not bad, not bad. Still no luck to make a nice company. MG42 pulls back, Grenadiers moving ahead. Perhaps expecting the scout car to remain after it, perhaps not. Either way though, bit of damage there. So far though, Baumy is a bit on the back foot versus Macos, leading with the scout car, conscripts and other bits. Oh dear, the sniper there, that was actually a... Ooh. I'm not entirely sure what Baumy was thinking there actually. In this case he actually got really lucky that Macos didn't just, say, pop up the engineers, just shoot it down. In this case it's actually more interesting keeping the scout car alive than killing the sniper there. But that was... That was really, I think, a bit of a bad move there by Baumy in this case that didn't get to really punch, but of course still might have been punched in this case the Grenadiers. There we go, wiped. And there we go, he's going into the base. 2-2 on the way. He's going to go in for it, he's going to go for it. Sniper's going to try and use the buildings inside the base to keep the scout car running here. Empty bunker should do some damage. There we go, push the scout car go down. There we go, forced to retreat the engineers. Ultimately close, but no Zakar there for Macos. Engineers down to 2 men. He's not retreating. He's oh, never mind. He realises the course is lost, but still. By using that, he's basically forced Baumy to retreat all of his remaining units back to the base. There's a focus there, which allows him to grab the rest of the map there with everything else. So overall, well, he did lose a scout car. He got a Grenadiers and he got a Grenadier score, and he got most of the map there. So overall, that's not too bad of a trade-off there for Macos, as long as the 2-2 then doesn't do too much bad damage there to Macos. Moving ahead here, trying to push back against Macos. 2-2 being pushed back there by conscripts. Back at base, got nothing further going on there. No tech house yet there for Macos. Baumy getting some Panzer Grenadier, some proud German infantry. Comes there, getting shredded by the Pioneers. Wiped there against Macos. Ooh, that offsets the Grenadier loss. And there we go, comes a lot of trouble there as well. Macos needs to be careful, he's perhaps making a few too many mistakes. FM's getting a bit too confident, but overextending. All the way, Baumy is striking back. Für das Vaterland, avenging the souls lost against those Russian Schweinhunden. Demo charge there, nasty position. Nasty play there by Macos. And Tango Tank Command going up there. Probably going to rush out a T-70 or a half-tank. He's certainly almost got the munitions for the... Oh no! Grenadier squad wiped. That's basically just leaves him with only a Panzer Grenadier squad. Now that's pretty harsh there. He is quick to replace the losses, but still, that certainly helps Macos quite a bit there, though. He still needs to replace the infantry. He's building the Tango Battalion Command. He's got no doctrine chosen. He's only got an infantry squad here, so it's getting a bit risky there. It's getting a bit risky for Macos. He needs to fill out his ranks once more. Pushing up the centre there, Russian infantry leads ahead, Sniper supporting. Got the MG42 ready to halt them. Sniper could move up and try and deal with them, but so far no response there. Engineers swelling there. And basically keeping up a larger chunk of the German force there. There we go, quick popping up again. Sniper doubling back here towards the centre. MG42 being pushed back there by the Sniper. We got engineers following up. Still nothing. He's going for the T-70, but still there. Even then, Macos is floating a bit of manpower, which I don't think is necessary. Baumy can still go for a bit of infantry additionally. Also go for the doctrine. Similarly with Macos. There we go, more conscripts finally. Back at base, we've got nothing further going on. And there we go, for more fighting converting in the centre. Sniper opening up, and the Russian conscripts. Mines laid down here by Macos right under Baumy's nose. That's not going to be too effective there. Flamethrower is doing what he can. Baumy is certainly on the offensive against the Russians. Sergeant Petrov holding the centre there with his engineers. The question is, for how long can they last beneath the vicious volleys of the 222? And the Sniper supporting, creeping up behind here, going for some strategic points before going for the munitions. T-70 on the way there for Macos. That should actually allow him to push back. Baumy, who's got, well, he's got some teller mines, but not really something that's going to help him hold most of the map there against whatever Macos could throw at him. So that's actually going to be a nice situation there for Baumy. He's getting more Grenadiers. He's got no packs. mean, he's got the 2-2. He could, you know, pull off some Panzerfaust and such with the 2-2. Might have a chance there versus the T-70, but it's going to be pretty tricky there for Baumy. Though, of course, he could be planning to just use mobile defense, calling a Puma to that way deal with it, though that is also a bit risky in its own way. Panzer going to need to fall back, though they're taking him down to the T-70 to 45mm gun. Very low on health, and there you go, forced retreat. One lucky hit there from Macos could probably wipe the entire unit. I think Baumy there was pushing his luck a bit much. Bit here and there. Konska's pushing across the river here and getting shredded there, straight into the MD-42 sniper. Not a lot of luck there for Macos, and we finally got some movement up here in the far east, going to grab the victory point and the fuel point here. Good work, good work. And at the same time, we got Macos base moving up the west as well. Could be playing in mines. We also got the Nest minefield actually covering up here. And Macos wasn't paying attention. First wave of the S-mines actually did no damage. Oh, full wipe there. Full wipe. Whew. That's what happens when you have rash straight into an S-minefield, and that's also where S-minefields can be pretty effective, since, you know, again, they can cover a much larger segment of territory, and your opponent isn't paying attention because he's occupied elsewhere. They are much more likely just to wipe an entire unit even in its good condition.
We are losing territory.
So yeah, that rather worked out there for Baumy. A lot of infantry wipes so far. Bit expensive, to be honest. But so far, though, Macos has also got a massive victory point lead there over Baumy, so Baumy needs to do something to sort of overcome that, otherwise he's going to be in trouble. 2-2 there, halfway to 2-2. Macos again needs to replace his infantry, and again would also benefit from a doctrine, similarly with Baumy. Clearing up the remaining mines. Field infirmary going up, going for the victory point there. Perhaps realising his priorities a bit better now. Are being reinforced, and there we go, 2-2 engaging the engineers. Sniper pulling back. Panzer Grenadiers, Pioneers, and the they're all being healed up. And there we go, going to be caught here for the T-7 pulling up behind the heavy cover previously provided there by Macos' ever dutiful conscripts. He's still floating manpower though, and he's not really getting a lot of infantry. I'm not entirely sure there what Macos is thinking at the moment, what his plan is. It certainly strikes me as a bit peculiar that he's really willing to just operate with this minimum of units against Baumy. Again, replacement conscripts, but say no chance, for example, getting guardsmen, which could help versus the 2-2-2, and light machine guns could also help, you know, versus the German infantry. No shock troopers or anything like that, so not sure what he's thinking about a support company going up here. So instead of going straight for tier 4, he's still thinking about then tier 1, tier 2. Pack 40 there. Baumy wants to deal with that tank and possibly also ensure himself against further tanks from Macos. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. T-7 still roaming up. We got more mines here from Macos. He's certainly also dutiful in mining up the map here and there. Fuel cache up as well there, so clearly preparing for a longer fight ahead. Good, good. It could certainly indicate he's definitely planning on something with some of the doctrinal armour here, since that generally tends to fit in very well, in particular going for either a lot of armour or just some heavy armour. Before getting caught by the T-70. Push back, further fighting here for the east. Seems to be where Lieutenant Baumy is now switching his focus, gaming out the west for the time being. Panzer with his Pioneers fighting here for the centre. We've got Pack 40 covering and the sniper. With the Pack 40, it's not really in the best condition. Oh, situation position. He's moving in. And just, oh no, can't shoot I suppose, but misses. Whoa, snipers moving it now and from the snipers. Oh, sniper retreats there. Good trying to intend the explosive run, and Pack 40 snipes an engineer, knocking out the wind and, well, the rest of his internal organs. No take up here from Baumy, though we got Macos now with the doctrine. It is Scout Motor. And we got a heavy mortar here. Some Soviet heavy artillery there. The 100mm mortar was quite popular with the German and, well, overall Axis forces. Well, in fact, they pretty much all copied the design. Straight up. No modifications there. They pretty much just all used the same design. In fact, just straight up captured certain mortars and used them against the enemy. It was not the biggest mortar the Soviets had. They also had 160mm mortar, which saw only usage in the very late stages of the war. There you go, 120mm mortar firing away. Tech up there, tier 3 on the way, so might see some armors from there from Baumy. Not really much of defence here, but that is where he'll initially put his focus. Panzers pushed towards the centre, and we got grenadiers now and pioneers moving towards the west. Actually, largely only pioneers. So while the east is sort of drawing Macos' attention, sort of hitting the west, but again his focus is not bad there from Baumy. Panzer Grenadier with Panzer X. Also got his Pack 40 there, but no anti-tank support in the east, so that's a bit of an odd move there by Baumy, I think. Before to advance, get closer, holding the engineers there. Engineers got trouble there with the pioneers and Panzers. We've got the T-70 actually moving towards it, interestingly enough. And back at the base there, we got the take-up ready, but nothing being done with it. Huge bit of trouble. We got pioneers hanging about here. There we go, another demo charge from Macos. Something went wrong there. Possibly just a mortar on there. Go Pack 40 shoots, misses the T-70 again. Got Tutu moving up there. He's probably going to use that to try and deal with the damage. No? Macos just set it off himself. Interesting.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
Grenadiers are taking also from the heavy mortar. Russian infantry advancing under the aegis of the heavy mortar crew. Grenadiers, pioneers reinforcing. No, MD-42 actually. Pioneers are nowhere near to be seen. In fact, not setting up support armor corps. He's heading westwards, and we got guards arriving out here from Macos as well. Frontal light machine guns, they're going to be pretty good. Pioneers rush back here by the T-70 should allow them to actually get up the support armor corps. We got 2-2 dealing with some conscripts. Mortar fire continues to rain down from above here. Panzer Grenadier taking severe losses, and Sniper gaining a bit of veterancy. So a lot of action here, left and right. A lot of back and forth here. Territory swiftly gained and swiftly lost. Now the side is really bringing in a large amount of armour here, only medium armour. When Macos could consider just throwing another T-70 on air, half and just going nuts on Baumy. Baumy, by the way, has yet to choose a doctrine. Should get up that support armour corps. Schnell. Territory here, no sign of further mines from Macos. Ooh, guards being caught by the Grenadiers with that machine gun in the centre. Conscripts sniping in, mortar fire raining down, almost hitting the Grenadiers there. In the mold covered in dust though. Sniper here pulling back in the face of the guards. We've got Grenadiers here, low on health, grabbing the victory point now, but they're going to get pretty much pushed off the field as well. And there we go, support armor corps out for Lieutenant Baumy. Troops reinforcing, healing up. MD-42 setting up as well, 2-2 pulling back for repairs finally. T-70 sniper moving in to support here. The guards from Grenadiers, getting absolutely pummeled. Sergeant Vasily orders his men to lay down a murderous rain of fire against the Grenadiers, leaving only one man to make it back there. Panzer IV on the way there for Lieutenant Baumy and the 5th SS Panzer Division Viking. Initially where most of their Nordic volunteers went, primarily Norwegian, Danish and Finnish, until the Finnish pulled back their volunteers towards Finland, and the others got mostly, for the larger parts, sent over to the 11th SS Panzer Grenadier Division. There will still always be some Danes and Norwegians remaining. Engineers moving in there, Grenadiers moving in as well. Then we've got engineers that are going to come under fire. 2-2 moving up. And they're going engaging the conscript MD-42 fire. They're closing in on half health, anti-tank grenade off. Good work. T-70 no need to be seen in there to go. Panzer IV arrived for Lieutenant Baumy. Engineers flanking MD-42. Veteran to flee. Grenadiers following up. We got pioneers moving in here looking for mines and anything others that might blow up some Germans. Guardsmen are trying to get the 2-2, but there we go. Panzer IV to the rescue. Guardsmen will not be equipped for that, and there we go. Macos orders the retreat there in the face of the Panzerkampfwagenfear. Backbone of the German Panzerwaffe. Workhorse, more or less, the backbone was probably the Stug. certain extent.
The enemy has taken our supply
So
sector.
Baumy here again once more on the offensive versus Macos, was actually going for mechanized armor core and could soon actually go for the T-3045. That would be bad news for the Panzer IV. We could certainly struggle with that.
Capturing our supplies.
He's crossing ahead there. There we go, T-3045 on the way.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
And finally, doctor there for Baumy at the 20-minute mark. Rather late there, but it is lightning war. In terms of damage, Baumy's ahead. In terms of kills, Baumy's ahead. No big surprises there. Be more worrying if Macos actually had more kills there than Baumy, or even equal kills. In terms of army value, Baumy's ahead there. In particular, right here we see the Panzer IV. Though of course there's also a bit of resource flow going on here with Macos, so that also explains it a bit more. There's a lot of potential in the way. Then once the T-35 hits, things are going to become a bit more equal there. In terms of points held, again, Macos has been holding more of the territory, but again, he suffered more for it. Hasn't quite been able to sort of push it towards a quick armor advantage there compared to Baumy. So, while he had the advantage, I would say he wasn't quite able to fully exploit, at least right now. Though, of course, that's going to be changing soon. So, of course, what can be done next? I mean, versus a T-35, Baumy here would probably be very well off if he were to get a Sturmgeschütz to support his Panzer IV there versus the T-35, but also help versus the T-70, give him a bit more mobile firepower for the machine gun, and the suit can also work reasonably well versus infantry. A few more Panzer Grenadiers that are not focusing just murdering tanks would also be a good choice, or at least throwing on some G43s on these Grenadiers. A few mines here and there I think would also work out quite well for Baumy, and say after the Stug, he could also consider playing towards the Tiger, though he would benefit from a fuel cache towards that. Also noting some mortar mines have been laid down here, and certainly mortar mines would not be a bad idea for Baumy at all. Always keeping up the pressure, though he wants to sort of keep somewhere a bit more focused than the other, somewhere he sort of pushes a bit more with more units working together, rather than just willy-nilly across the map. As for Macos, you know, after the T-35, he could consider another T-35, he could consider an H-35 to help more specialized deal with armor. That would not be a bad choice at all. Or if you were to get two T-35s, then support of an H-35, that would be a pretty potent combo that could deal with most of Baumy's armor. And the Tiger would certainly also be a lot more worried there with an H-35 on the field, so that would certainly not be a bad choice there for Macos. More guardsmen would not be bad. I mean, he's still, for a third player, rather short in infantry, so another guard squad would not be bad. And, you know, upgrade them with a light machine gun. Guardsmen without light machine gun don't quite really cut it. They really need that light machine gun just sort of be really good, in particular with some veterans here, they become quite potent. And he's also got a lot of munitions, so even a lot more mines there for Macos to sort of defend the victory points, and the other resources would be quite good. And in fact, considering the victory point count at the moment, one strategy here for Macos is just to push back Baumy away from all three victory points, mine them, demo charge them, and just keep watch over them for as much as possible. And just try to keep Baumy off there for long enough, in which case he could just win the game that way at this point. As long as he doesn't do anything really, really dumb. Beyond that, not much is comment on, so let's return to the fight and see what happens next. As the second Guards Mechanized Corps ups the pressure on the Germans. T-70 moving up, countries following in. And there you go, Baumy's in fact getting a Stug here, though he does know there's a T-35, so he's just being more sensible here, I imagine. Never hurts to have a Stug once you have a Panzer, for example. Will certainly ensure you there's any heavier armour. T-70 down though. Definitely victory, and there you go. Can't about to get wiped as well with the Panzer 2-2 combo. No, gets away. Yuri gets away. Panzer Gunner is a bit happy there with the T-70 knocked out. And again, would benefit strongly from DP light machine guns. He got so much munitions there. I don't really see much of an excuse for Macos to float so much munitions. By the way, he's got the T-34-85 out on the field here. Equipped with an 85mm gun, which was based on a Soviet anti-aircraft gun there. Fun fact. And there, oh, he cancelled the Stug and then went for it again. I guess he figured he was pretty safe until he saw the T-35 and then realised, you know, I think I need the Sturmgeschütz after all. Guardsmen out there, swung the T-35 and the Guardsmen together. Good, good. With the DP light machine guns, also button up big, a bit easier there for the T-35 to sort of knock out. Pulling out into cover, T-35 just keeps rolling on for the motherland. Panzer IV moving ahead again. You're getting the MD-42 crew. Good hit from the Panzer IV on the T-35. Panzer moving ahead, and you need to be put back there by the Panzer IV. Slowly closing in and halfway to its one, but really we're just seeing here that Baumy is close to 100 victory points again. Macos is almost at full there. This is definitely going to look a bit ugly there if Baumy is not careful now, so this doesn't quickly counter-attack. More Panzer grenadiers would help with that. Guardsmen now they're doing what they can. T-35 pulling a bit back. They could use self-repairs. He's got plenty of munitions for that. But again, Macos just has a lot of munitions. Panzer's moving ahead here. Lots of machine gun fire there from the Guardsmen return. No, pulling back there. Seems pretty excessive there to a certain extent, I think. Mortar rounds still landing a good hit in the Panzer grenadiers, leaving them quite wounded and one dead. Constantly rushing ahead there across the open as well. Just they're firing off a bit. Machine gun on the way, grenadiers supporting. Panzer IV firing in from another side. Got constant fire as well. Pioneers moving up. Baumy's really getting aggressive there versus Macos now that the victory points are so low. And we got more grenadiers on the way there for Baumy, not saying more Panzer grenadiers. T-35 fixed up and good to go, and H-35 would not be a bad choice here versus all that armor, but again another T-35 right now could also work well if properly utilised, but again H-35 would certainly help there versus the Stug, since the H-35 does have longer range and more health than the Stug. Plus can spot for itself, which this Stug cannot. Starts from there being... Oh, gunner being hunted down with the T-35. Moves in. Almost got them wiped there. Stug opens up in the T-35. Penetrating hit there. Another good hit there. Panzer IV moving support guards coming in from the front here. Pushing back the Stug up hit there.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a
taking some shots off there as well, taking some damage. He's going for another T-35. Their guards pulling back there under heavy fire from the German armour. Pumping up here. Oh, lost the sniper there to some ambushing grenadiers. Peering out of the brush there. Still going to need some repairs on that T-45. Second one almost done. Panzer IV moving in. Chance to turn. Shoots and gets neatly quite dead.
T-34 ready for combat.
There we go, second T-35 there arrives from Macos. Building ahead.
We are losing territory.
The hull on the T-35 was pretty much, I think, the same as the T-34-76. That is not front from armour, it's rather the turret itself which had better armour. Fun fact there. In fact, the Soviets tried making a sort of more armoured tank, then realised that really wasn't worth it. They just needed a bigger gun on it. And thus came the T-35. Patrick's they're flying against the T-35. Getting some good hits off there. But the Patrick ultimately, with a bit of light cover there and some veteran pulls back the T-35, had the element supporting up with their drop, and still that's getting repaired. Now the arms will be repaired there. It would be nice if Mac could perhaps just waited for the first one to be prepared again, use some of this, all of his munitions again, just to speed up the repairs. I mean, really surprised he's not trying to do that. I mean, it doesn't even cost a lot. It's 30 munitions. That's the same as a mine, which he still isn't building. There you go, pushing them both in against the Panzer IV. Panzer IV there, rather risky move there by Baumy. Could lose it, but there you go, blitzes and gets away. Bunch of grenadiers flanking in there, grenadiers as well. Macos positions are getting swiftly compromised here. Come on, Macos, self-repair, self-repair. And he's just flooding so much munitions, it's silly.
We have an isolated sector.
Grenadiers waiting there with the G43s, Grenadiers have pushed back. G35 providing overwhelming support. Still no self-repairs, so again, now speed up repairs. Which is where to get engineers to work it on it as well. Come on, Macos. It's really one of the prime things there about, guard motor besides the T-35 and the guard rifleman. It's also it provides self-repair. And again, when you have so much munitions, there's really no excuse not to use it. It's not like you got some amazing calling ability. It's not like you got a sword equivalent of close the pocket or, you know, a massive artillery strike or an air strike, you know, like the British Vanguard one. Rifle grenade off against a multiple T-35 being pushed ahead. Other one hanging back. And there's a bit of trouble. Garsman pushing ahead there for the motherland, getting a good kill for that in the open now. Stuke moving in as well. Ooh, getting buttoned up, but Macos doesn't really have anything to really take advantage with it, so it rather becomes a bit of a waste there, to be honest. Now he needs to pull back his gun before it's too late. Still no self-repair, so he's spending some munitions somewhere. Which is something. Just wish he'd involved self-repair. But right now, of course, he's got the option. Should he go for a third T-35 or should he go for Initiative 5? I really think he should consider Initiative 5 here just because it has more range and rate of fire and really pressure the German armoured vehicles a lot more alongside the two T-35s. Panzergun is going to do something. Conscript still holding up there. Moving in on its own with no support, not even the other tank. We've got a Katyusha now on the way here. I mean, it's not like Baumy's that well dug in. I do think Initiative 5 right now would be a better choice than, well, the Katyusha here. I mean, he's got the heavy mortar. Still moving in. There we go, moving up the other one. They were a bit scattered there. Rockets flying, connecting there with the T-35's hull. Got the Stuke moving up support. Panther moving in. Oh, Scout hits the mine. Not good. Panther needs some up support as well here. T-35 moving ahead. Gunner's getting murdered out in the open by the T-35's 85mm guns. Katyusha almost done. Stuke fires, gets off a good hit there. Oh dear, re-exposed, re-exposed.
Rocket launcher on the field.
Not good there for the T-35. So there goes Stuke, almost knocked out. Conscript moving in there. Not all running in though with anti-tank grenades, which they could have done. T-35 pulled back. Katyusha could try and support here. Panzer is firing away. Still no self-repair on either T-35. There we go, damage engine the Stuke. We try and Katyusha it. Bring up the other tanks. What is Macos playing at here?
Our points have fallen to 300.
Ooh. Ah, so close. There we go. All Pioneer squads wiped. Almost got the Stuke as well. Tiger though arriving now here for Baumy. I'm paying too much attention to the Macos floating munitions. I really didn't pay attention to Baumy going for the Tiger tank. I mean, now Macos is really going to need an Initiative 5 to have a good chance with that, in particular considering what the Baumy has to support his Tiger tank. There we go, there we go. Finally using some self-repairs from the T-35s. Multiples there getting slaughtered. The German infantry. But that was really a good strike there for Macos there. Basically annihilating all the Pioneers, ensuring that Baumy's entire vehicle fleet can't be repaired. I mean, he's got several vehicles in a poor state. So if he can just get his T-35s back there and, you know, in action with some H-35 supporting them, he can really do a lot of damage there to Baumy if he wants to. Of course, the question is, will Macos realise the amount of damage that he did to Baumy? And what Baumy's current situation is. Tiger moving in on its own. Holy moly, Baumy is being pretty self-confident. I don't know what he's thinking. Purple moving up here, Grenadiers supporting as much as they can. Some of them though are swiftly being run off the field. T-35's pulling back here, could try and deal with the Panzer IV there. No, not even trying to deal with the Panzer IV here. Not entirely sure what Macos is thinking. Seems to have gotten increasingly timid in the face of Baumy, which is actually giving Baumy more time to utilise the fact that, again, a lot of his vehicles are not in a good condition. Big anti-tank grenade there. T-35 now moving down the west side. Katyusha ready to fire again. Panzer IV veteran to 2. Marked vehicle, he's going in for it, he's going in. Needs to deal with that Pack 40. There we go. Good hit on the T-35. Panzer Force shoots, misses. Stuke nearby, low on health. Straight into Telemine, does not set it off though. Ooh, target weak point there, sets one off there, ensures it can't do anything, needs to pull back, but oh dear, there's another Telemine, and straight into it, knocking out the T-35. Overwhelming the Pack 40, buttoning up, they're stealing the Pack 40 right under Baumy's nose. One Pioneer squad out now. Other T-35 pulling back, we got a bunker up to cover the western victory point here, not bad, not bad. Once we're moving in, target there takes some hits, constant up trying to get off an anti-tank grenade, but they keep getting wiped here by the Panzer IV and attendant infantry. Guys, we need to pull back, here we go, push back, Panzer gun is flying way there. And we got a Katyusha strike here, trying to catch a German infantry, a bit too late though, a bit too late. This time Baumy ultra reacted better, treating this Pioneers immediately. T-35 continues to deal here with the bunker, and there we go, kaput. But Macos is rather taking some severe losses there from Baumy. We've still got his Tiger, he's still got his Panther, he's still got his Stug. He's mostly got his infantry, as Macos lost a T-35 and some of his infantry. Didn't even get to an off of that Pack 40, so right here the situation is a bit grim. Will he get initiative 5? Will he get another T-35? What will he go for here? What will Macos' plan be to defeat Baumy and the German army? Needs to do dealing a bit of things. Best engineers quickly cutting them down there. Veteran, he's actually got 14 kills. That's pretty impressive. Now look at this Bernhard. How quickly they go down with a bit of experience. Yeah. Oh dear. Bernhard, I think it's time to get out of here. Nine. Put 2-2 down. Panzer full Tiger moving ahead here. Panzer gun is supporting. That fuel cache will go down, though I think it has paid off reasonably well there for Macos. Just don't think he was able to take full advantage of it. Not self-repairing again.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
Panzer gun is in an awful state, they need to retreat. Guys, we're taking hits, going for the victory point there. There he goes. Third T-35 here from Macos. Baumy pulling a bit back, but still overall trying to maintain control of the victory point. T-35 moving on its own. No, no, no. Oh, got Telemine there as well. Baumy's really been doing an alright job there with them. Don't send in your T-35 on its own like that, Macos. Aircraft shot down, Katyusha rockets going in here. Trying to get that pack crew, but not quite succeeding. And he's also now down to less than 100 victory points. Things have really turned around here. Baumy's been able to control the victory points quite nicely and hold to them. Whereas Macos has lost a lot of equipment, though he's now expended all of his munitions. So on God knows what at times.
Are attempting to capture
more Panzer Force on the way for Baumy. Macos really, I think, should consider initiative 5 supports 2 T-35, which really, I think, would give him a good punch there versus German armour. Or at least go for some field guns. Right now, I mean, he's just down to 2 T-35s, and while they're not exactly bad, the problem is Baumy's armour is more veteran, plus he's got a Tiger, and that's going to be a problem there for the 2 T-35s to deal with. In particular, since all it takes is part, and again, they shoot just firing a target weak point, and then one of the T-35s just has to pull back. So that really changed the dynamics over the battle. So now we're seeing Macos really spreading out thinly, which makes it easy for the German army to quickly overwhelm here and there. In particular, as more Panzer IVs are being added. Oh, set off his own Telemine. T-35's moving up the eastern side here. Might try to sweep it behind the Germans. We've got Panzer because they already dug in. But there you go. Friedrich slaughtered. Chance, and there you go, we got a Panzer IV flanking against the T-35 pulling back, there we go. Panzer fired, Stuke doesn't do much there. Shoots the house, but does not hit the Panzer. Guys, getting into it by the looks of it, there, no, not quite there, instead it looks like pursuing. No response from the rest of Baumy's armour. Good hit there, good hit there. The good hit and response from the Panzer IV, 52 and T-45. Got further fighting in the west, Canadians are quickly pushing back the engineers. There we go, Gasp inside the house, veterans they flee, 12 kills for the Rodina. Quick wild grenade, and Mikhail bites dust. A lot more bites of dust in the centre of the charge straight to the Tiger and the Panther IV. Still just watches. Got another barrage, we've got a Telemann nearby. Oh, set off, but without doing any serious damage there to Baumy. Still, good job they're laying down Telemines. I mean, a lot of players don't actually use Telemines a lot, but right here, so Baumy used quite a lot there. They ultimately didn't do too much, but still they actually did when they had to against those TT-55s. Still moving here, pushing up the centre, leaving the flank a bit exposed. There you go, T-55 charging. Still got the Panthers covering. The T-55 was not repaired, and there you go, one down, kaput. Munitions cooked up. Bad news there for Macos, who's just now well down to very little there, versus Baumy's armoured force. Darts being on off, still moving in. Eventually two, shooting up. Fun fact, one common modification for Stooks was actually add concrete to the front, specifically over the driver's compartment. Not something that's talked about, but apparently it was quite common, and I think to a certain extent actually an official modification, though not widely talked about. And there's any G. Pencil we're covering. T-55 charging strangely, got the other Panther going up as well. Here T-55 now caught between two. We got a marked vehicle here, T-55's pulled back, there we go, oh dear. Not looking good there. He's finally gaining a field gun at the very least, but at this point just think it's too late there for Macos. Too little, too late. About to lose his last tank there to the fascists, and there you go. Russische Panzer kaput, mein Herr. Mortar crew not doing too well, he has hit legendary fleet guards being with the cannon there, but against two Panther IVs. Their options are a bit limited, targeting was constantly in the centre, and wipes. And with this, Macos is pretty much broken. His forces crushed by the Deutsche Panzerwaffe, and we see that Baumy actually adding in a third Panther IV just because he can. Oh, bomb grenade there, almost the entire unit. Looks like the Panzer that it is will finish it off. Oh, with a Panzerschreck. So yeah, there we go. That is pretty much GG there. Macos beaten silly. His forces bloodied and broken across the river crossing. The Germans able to move closer to their beleaguered comrades, encircled somewhere on the eastern front. So there we go, GG, game over. Macos did pretty well there for some parts, but ultimately though, I think it was in part initially the lack there when he had the tanks not to use self-repair on them, when it really would have boosted them out to get them in there, used them not together, that really also hurt them, but I think he also just gone for initiative 5 to support them, that would also benefit him. I mean, the first Katyusha there with wiping both pioneer schools definitely proved helpful, but the problem was Macos just wasn't able to take advantage of. He didn't have the tactical abilities there to do, because he kept using his tanks here and there, but they were quite in full force. And then when he did, it was rather unsupported into enemy territory, and was also very quick to just pull off on things from sour, backing into a T-3045. So there were some problems, I think, there with the Macos' battle tactics and strategy a bit there. Hey, Fox had field guns out sooner, he might also stood overall a better chance there versus Baumy. Baumy, I mean, played alright, could have done with some a bit extra there in the early game. Was a bit risky there, but ultimately managed to pull through. Good use of his Panthers, though a bit of blitzkrieg here and there, and I think overall an earlier doctrine would also have benefited Baumy quite a bit. But there you go. I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. I hope it gives you different matches. If it did, why not subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, send any replay or provide some feedback in the comment section. And this is Imperial Link. Cheers, thanks for watching, and hope to see you all another time. Bye.